Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, my dear teachers. Today we are going to discuss the process of online registration and nomination on Inspire Awards MANAK. So the online registration and nomination, it is done on the Inspire Awards MANAK web portal. We will discuss these things here in detail. The aim of this very presentation is that first we should know about the Inspire Award MANAK web portal. After that, we will discuss about the information about the process of the school registration, and after that we will discuss about the process of students nomination and ideas submissions. So the first step here is that we should know the web address of the Inspire Awards MANAK, and that web address is www.inspireawards-dst.gov.in. We need to put this web address in the particular browser, and once we put that in a particular browser, we can move to the registration process. So for the registration of the school, we need to put this very address, that is www.inspireawards-dst.gov.in, as you can see in the browser above. The web address is given, and once we will click on this web address, we will get a home page of Inspire Awards MANAK, and we can see here there is the authorized login. Here there are four types of authorized login: national authority, state authority, district authority, and school authority. So we need to click on school authority. Once we will click on this, we will get the options, that is for one-time registration, for resubmission, or to login. Since if we are going for first time registration, so we need to go for one time registration. So once we click on this, there will be online mode, and we will click on the option that is online mode. Once we will click on this, a main form of registration will come. Here, before filling this form, we must have a valid email ID, and that email ID, it is like advisable to use the school email ID, which can be used even if the authority changes. So the email ID is very necessary, and it should be working one. And once we will complete the registration process, the user ID and password will be sent to the registered email ID. So rest of the details we will select here: name of the revenue district, the sub district, educational district, and these things once we will submit. Here you can see, while selecting the school, for example, if our school is not in the list, in that case we need to click on others option, and once we will click on others option, we will get the text box where we have to give the name of the school, and that name should be as in the records of district education authority. Once we will do this, we will click on save and next. After that, there are other options, like they are very common, and according to our location, and according to the nature of school, and according to the level of school, we will select these options, and finally in the below text box we will select the name of the headmaster or principal. After that, we will click on save and next, and here we have to submit the class roll, the number of teachers, the number of science teachers, and the roll from class 6 to 10th. It is here to mention that this scheme belongs to class 6th to class 10th. And once we will select this information, and after clicking on save and next, we will get the information has been saved successfully, as shown in the above right corner. And clicking on this OK button, we will get to next page. It will tell us about the authorized person who is submitting this form, and we will submit this, his resignation and the contact number, and we will get the message that is, thank you, your registration process has been completed, and we will get and app ID, and app ID for a school is generated after successful filling of the registration form. After this, we need to click. Once we will get to next page, there the form will come in edit option. Edit button on the right side can be used to edit the information. And for example, if there is we put the wrong email ID or wrong UDIS code or something role or other things, if we put wrong, we can put the click button on the edit option and we can get back to the previous pages. And once this information has been completed, and after that we need to click on the option that is forward for approval, as shown here in the left below corner. Once we click on this forward for approval, a message will come that is, are you sure you want to forward the application? We just click on this, a message will come that is, school registration process has been completed and your application ID is. We need to keep this application ID as confidential as well as official record, because this may be needed in future. For sometimes we just forget our user ID, or sometimes we forget our password. So in that case we need this app ID to recover the password. So after that we need to click on the generate acknowledgement and we will get a receipt as shown in here. Now once this process has been done, and after this a district authority will approve this, and once the district authority will approve this registration form, a mail will be received in your email ID which you have given during the process of registration. And in this mail you will get a user ID which is different from application ID, and you will get a password link. We need to click on this very link to generate the password. Now once we will click on this, we will get the form, like we will see the user ID and we will see the password. We have to type the password, and after clicking on the putting the captcha code, we will get the process done. Now the request is that once you create the password, save the user ID and password for future reference and keep this as official record. Second thing, the registration process is one time, and schools once registered cannot do registration again. So this is the process of registration. That is, after completing this process we will get a user ID and we will get a password. Now the second step is about the nomination of students. How we are going to nominate the students on Inspire Awards MANAK portal. Now we are going to discuss that. Since again we have to type the URL, that is inspireawards-dst.gov.in, and once we type that, we will get into the authorized login. Here we will click on school authority, and once we will click on this, we will just log in and we will put the user ID and password, captcha code, and after that we have to click on login button and we will reach to the page. Since this is the addition done on the Inspire Award MANAK portal, in previous case, like in 2018, this thing was not in the web portal, but they have put this to update the UDIS code of the school. So you just need to put the UDIS code and put the captcha and submit. Your UDIS code will get updated. And for nomination you have to click on the go to dashboard on the top corner as shown in the above right corner. So we need to click on the button that is go to dashboard. Once we will click on this, their menu will come, students nomination. We've nominated students by the school. We need to click on we've nominated students, like if we want to check the previous nominations which we have done in the previous years, all record will be given, all record rather will be checked just by clicking on the view nominated students by the school. Now for nomination, we just need to click on the students nomination, and once we will click on students nomination, these are some instructions we need to read before submitting the nomination. That is, one school can submit 5 ideas. Before this, before in 2018, there was only middle school was able to submit 3 ideas, high school was able to submit 5, and high secondary, if there is class 9, 10, 10th, only 2 ideas were able to submit by high secondary. Now since the things have been changed in this, any school, whether middle school, high school or high secondary, can submit 5 nominations, and one student can submit only 1 idea. And if multiple students submit the same, it will be rejected by the state authority and district authority. And the student's name should be as per the bank account, and the bank account should be in the name of the student. So once we just click on the yes button and save next, after this we will get the another guidelines, like what we have to keep the ready for the students nomination. We need to keep the photograph, we need to keep the synopsis, and photograph should be less than 2 MB. Images should be properly cropped and it should be visible. These are some basic instructions, and the fields which are marked by asterisk sign, they are mandatory, and we need to submit those details. They are mandatory. After this, we have to check this the instruction, the button, and we have to click on the continue button, and we will get the another page of the web portal, and here we have to add the student. So what we have to do is simply we have to click on the add students button. Just by clicking on this, we will get a nomination page. Here you need to submit the details. First, the name, it should be as per the bank passbook, because if we put the name that mismatches with the bank record, the later what the problem arise, there is the problem in the transaction of the award money in the student's account. For example, if the student's idea got approved, and just by simple mismatch in the name of the account, the transfer of money is not possible. So we have to take extra care when we submit the detail. We need to submit as per the bank record. After that, we need to father's name, mother's name, gender, date of birth, Aadhaar numbers. These are understood what things we need to submit here. And below in this very page, you need to submit the category, and you need to submit the idea title here, and you need to write the brief write-up. But we have to mention here that we should not put special symbols like that written here in a red color. We need to take care of this. And below that, you will get the account details. You need to check the account, you need to select the bank, the address of bank, account number. And here, since most of the schools here in J&K, they have the account in Jammu and Kashmir Bank, but you need to select here, it is as the Jammu and Kashmir Bank, that is, you have to select in T. Usually we consider the name of Jammu and Kashmir Bank as Jammu and Kashmir Bank, but it is here as the Jammu and Kashmir Bank. So you need to select that, and after that you need to put the IFSC code. That's very important. This also creates the problem later on, since most of the accounts in J&K Bank, they have the IFSC code usually of every branch starts with JACA 0, but sometimes we write it JACA O, and later on that creates a problem in the transfer of the award money. So if you have an account in JK Bank, you need to write it as JACA 0, not as JACA O. So this is another point which we need to take care. After this, we need to click on submit button, and now here you will see two things. They are mandatory. You need to upload the student's photo, and you need to upload the project synopsis. Asterisk sign on the left means they are necessary to get uploaded, since right now they are not uploaded. And below that you need to upload the photo of this project. It is not mandatory. If you have, you can upload. And below that you need to upload the audio and video. If you have an audio file or mp3 file, you can upload, just which are supporting documents, which are supporting your innovation idea. And if these things help you to explain your idea better, you can easily upload them just by selecting the file and uploading, and just by clicking on upload video or upload the innovation photo. Now once we click on the, first we need to upload the photo. Once we will select the photo, and hence here you can see this is very important. Once we select the photo, progress bar as shown in the below, here it is 84%. We need to wait until the progress bar reaches to 100. We just need to wait. We just need to wait till it gets completed to 100%. So once it will get completed to 100%, as seen here, a photograph has been uploaded. In the same way, now we have to choose what, the project synopsis. Here I have chosen the file, as you can see, idea.pdf. In the same way, I will click on upload synopsis, and once I will do it, I will get a message, synopsis uploaded successfully. In this way, I have uploaded the photograph, I have uploaded the PDF file, and it is shown here. The PDF means the file has been uploaded. After this, if we have an innovation photo, any photo which is supporting our idea, we need to choose and upload. The photo will get uploaded. In the same way, we can choose the mp3 file or video, and that can be uploaded as well in this web portal. After this, what we will see, this name has been updated here. For example, I write the name, the student. It means the nomination of this very student has been completed. Now if we want to add more students, we can just click on add students. We will add another student, and we will repeat the process. That student will come at serial number 2, and that will get also the green. Same process we have to repeat for the third student, and for fourth, and for fifth. Now if you want to upload only 2 students, you have to repeat the process for 2 students only. Once the process is done, finally you have to click on save and continue. Once I will click on this, as shown here, then you have to submit the whether you have the lab or not. You just need to click on this, and finally clicking on save and continue, you will get a pop-up window where you will see you have nominated 1 student. You can nominate 4. If you are sure, like you just need to submit only 1, you will click on OK button, and you will get to the next page. Here you have to write the brief and description of objective criteria adopted to select a student, and after filling this, you need to click on the below text box, entered by, who have entered this form, the designation, phone number, and who have verified. Verified is usually done by your HOI, and you have to put the name of your HOI in the below text box and his designation. After this, you have to click on save button. This is the final touch of this nomination, and finally you have to click on forward application. Since if you want to edit the nomination form, you can still edit. Just you have some problem in the like name of the candidate, or like you have the problem in the title of the synopsis, you can edit. Click on view and edit, you will go back to the previous page. But if you are sure you have done your 100%, and you just need to forward application, just by clicking on forward application. You click on this, you will get a message: thank you, your application has been forwarded to district authority for its approval. And to get the receipt of this nomination, you just need to click on generate acknowledgement, and once you will click on this, you will get a receipt of nomination, and you can save that for future reference. In this way, you have completed the nomination process. So first step was in registration and second step is nomination. Now registration is one process and nomination you have to do after every academic year. In this way, I hope the registration, the nomination process, how we are going to do this on Inspire Award MANAK web portal. I tried a lot to make you understand. Hope everybody has got satisfied by this video. Thank you very much. Just a request to share with the concerned teachers so that every teacher will get benefited by this. Finally, our students will get benefited. Thank you very much.